Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, everybody. 等一下啊 Sorry, I need to set this up so it look more professional. Can For those who are wondering why I start to wear this one because my laptop microphone down so I have to look like DJ because my microphone sounds like robot. I got a lot of feedback. My microphone sound like a robot. So first thing can everybody hear me? Evening, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Who is watching Patricia, hello. Yuan Chen, hello. Hey, Florence, hello. Amy Jie, hello, hello. Nice to meet you all. Good evening, good evening. Thank you so late already, still watching. Like, change. Welcome to Ask the Right Person episodes. So before this episode today with Benjamin Tan. For y'all who don't know him, later I'll introduce. Today Ask the Right Person episode is number 12 already. In front, I got 11 episodes, guys. 11 episodes talking about different stuff and all different stuff. So first thing first. Hi, everybody. Can you all hear me? Can you all say hi to me? Make sure everybody can hear me first. Hello, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Marcus. Can I make sure everybody can hear me? Hi, Kaden Chong. Hello. Hello, Kaden. So I confirm everybody can hear me. Can you give me a like, or some hi? If not, very awkward. Hi. Hey, Joanne, like already. I assume, can I assume everybody can hear me? So far, so good, Benjamin is waiting at backstage already. Hi, Joy. My favorite Joy. Today I'm going to try something new, guys. Today I'm going to try something new. Today I'm going to try lucky draw. They say Facebook Live must have lucky draw. So, this is what's going to happen. Later, I will need everybody to like and share this link. Like and share. Then I'll select 5%, to get the lucky draw. So lucky draw is me. Lucky draw is if you like and share this link. Thank you, Sylvia. If you like and share, later I'll choose 5%. Then I'll do the CJ style. CJ style is me. I will private message you. Then I will send goodie to your house, Ken. Little easier. Rather than I go and buy something, send to you, then you don't want. Then send face mask. I have to go and buy face mask. Why not? Lucky draw, 5%. Like and share. First five. Like and share. Then I will send goodie to your house. Try something new lah. This circuit breakers, everybody try something new. Benjamin also we need to come on live. See, so nice of him. For those who haven't heard, wait, I need to go through something. Before I go through lucky draw, don't go first. Like and share, guys. Like and share. I will go through lucky draw after this. Thank you for the overall support, everybody. Thank you. I got some upcoming episode I'm gonna share now, guys. Wait. This is very important. Jotomate. Upcoming episodes. This weekend, myself and Lin Go, we are doing C House Online. What is C House Online? Basically, we are getting free listings from Pronex agents only in the evening. So we will showcase the 3 listings. So it's for free for for consumers to see house online. Anyway, now it's the habit nowadays. It's the new trend. So please like and share to qualify for the lucky draw. This weekend, 9 to 10, 3 listings each. Me and Lin is coordinating this weekend. And the next thing with Chotomate. Next week, I got very exciting guests. For those who haven't heard, next week. First time ever. Next week, I got MP, member of parliament, Mr. 𝐶 Luck, next week, Wednesday, 9 o'clock. So nice, I mean, I I met him before a few times, meet the people session, go and chat a bit. But when I approach him, he's willing to come on live to share. And nothing topic specific. Probably it's going to be our COVID-19 circuit breaker, how it's affected us. But he said already, everybody can come online and ask him anything. 什么都可以问 So he's champion. And those who ask me why this picture got mask one his request He say look got mask will remind people to wear mask during circuit breaker, even after circuit breaker. Then so like and share, then help me say hi. I'll choose the first 5 for the lucky draw. Come guys, say hi first, then go for lucky draw already. Then I have to invite Benjamin already. Okay. I'll show on the screen. First time do lucky draw, I'm so excited. 没有做过 lucky draw. Like and share already, guys. Say hi, then I can choose from the comments. First 5. Sekali don't have 5, damn awkward. 来嘞. Can guys? Don't need to select only. Less than 5% comment. I will straight away choose the first 5. Wait, got share now. Okay, first one, Joy. Joy is number 1. Joy, you hear me? Joy. Second one, Patricia Han. Third one, Josephine. Josephine. So far 3 only. Hello, Kevin. Thanks for watching. So like that. Joy, Patricia, Josephine. Hello, Lin. Lin Yu is online. Hey, must like and share. Then I can send to both yourself and Benjamin. So I assume Lin is the 4th one. Like and share already. Yeah. So 4 already. 4 already. Beside Ben and on the line. Beside Ben, then your head pop up. See, I can see you or not. Oh, no. Ladies got it. Hey, okay. I can see you. Hi, Kaden. Kaden, you must like and share. Then I can see Cheryl. So 5 already. Patricia. Joy. Josephine. Joan. And Joanne. Okay. 5 already. Correct already. Okay, 5. Congrats. Ask Ken Tay first lucky draw. First lucky draw. Later I'll probably message you how to send you all the lucky draw. Goodie sent to your house. Can Okay. Serious already. I need to get my guests on board already. So today's topic is the sun rising from the west. For those who understand, we are going to talk about the west. Why is the west so exciting, so sexy? So who's the best person to invite? Mr. Benjamin Tan. Then one person easier to talk. So Lina will be beside him. Support. 美女在旁边，成功的男人后面有更成功的女人。So Benjamin, you ready or not? Benjamin, I bring you on board. Ken, you give me a thumbs up. Okay. So everybody, when Benjamin come, you all help me. Say hi to him. Hi, Benjamin. Benjamin.
Hey, hello.
来 Benjamin, Hello everybody. Benjamin,
everybody can hear me?
Benjamin, for this live today, especially when style his hair. Benjamin, is it your first time doing Facebook Live? Zoom training, I assume a lot.
First time doing Facebook Live in this kind of format. So actually quite interesting. Wow, just now I see you talk like, wow. Very good. Oh?
自己跟自己讲话 very sad, talk to the camera, see the video. Then Philippe must hi them low.
Interesting, right? You got all the subtitles and then this thing and then something that quite interesting to do. Ask Ken Tay.
Ask Ken Tay. Thank you. My own t-shirt. Like easy. Don't have to buy any other t-shirt. Whoever wear one shirt can do. I mean, one type of shirt. I got a few. So then we tell us more about yourself. Because they got consumers, and I got a few consumers. Those on my Facebook page. Introduce yourself, please. Tell us more about yourself.
Introduce myself. First and foremost.
Meanwhile, I show you.
First and foremost, that's another Singaporean. Okay, boy next door. Okay. Of course, work-wise, okay, I've been doing property for like 15 years. 2005 until now, 15 years. 15 years. So in fact, the past 4 weeks or so, right? Wow, almost every day I think some of you are the same. Every day we are staring at the computer, either learning from someone or we are for myself, I do a lot of training also. So when Ken asked me to come on board for Facebook Live, actually I half-hearted. Only Monday we do one training. I say, again a training. I say, but I say no. This Facebook Live is going to be quite relaxed, and then we just chit chat lah. So I think it's better lah. So hopefully every one of you, if you have any questions, maybe you just chit chat long. But I don't think I can answer every single question. That one you leave it to the MP. Or I'm not qualified. But if I know, okay, I will honestly say if I don't know, I will just say don't know. I think chit chat will be better lah, rather than play this live comment or the. Actually, how to see got how many people?
My side can see about 40 over, slowly improving. Starting like one.
Please, if your friend nothing to do, also invite them to come in.
Watch over here. Don't ever see Ben talk on public platform. Got public so different.
And just now, actually, I thought it's a really informal session, so I never comb hair. I wear a cap. Then after he said, "Wow, like that, I think cannot. I better go and comb hair." Then I say, I just bathe. I just bathe, and then voila, I put wax. Later must bathe again.
Standard. Also every night, late night interview.
And tomorrow 10 a.m. I got another project training. Wow, every day, really non-stop. But I like this kind of format. At least I hear Ken talking to me. I see people commenting. You know, if you do a webinar, sometimes it's quite boring. For 1.5 hours, you stare at the screen, talk to yourself. While I'm quite used to doing training, I'm not used to talking to computer. So I think like that more better chat.
Normally, if people ask you a question, but you can ask me also. So here and there are easier, relaxing.
Yeah.
So come. So first question we want to start today. If you all know Ben, honestly, I've seen all his training recently. I go attend whatever I can attend. But he got some stuff I think public should learn. Example, he used circuit breaker. Circuit breaker to tell a story. You know what I got deep impression. No other speaker of my life present circuit breaker this way. 真的全变. I never knew circuit breaker can be so sexily used. Really, now I know circuit breaker is a good thing. Yeah, good thing, correct, ma? So Ben, can you share with us your how to use circuit breaker to tell a story for investment? How do you link it?
For those who are inside here, did you all attend my Monday training? I got 2 sessions, and one in the morning 10 a.m. at night is 8 p.m. More or less, I talk about the same thing. So if you have attended, then I know whether I should repeat or not repeat lah.
You can repeat part of it. Key point. Don't have to go by slide. Normal.
Okay. The thing is, why I will come with this topic? Okay, for me it's very simple. I like to attend training. I'm a person that enjoy going for courses. Back then, many years ago, I like to go for NAC, the National Achievers Congress by Success Resources. They will gather, 10 speakers all over the world over 2-3 days. And then Singapore Expo. Back then, many years ago, that was like a decade ago, I enjoy going all those. Because why? Within 3 days, I can listen to 10 gurus, and then I will select 1 or 2 to sign up their course. Because for me, it's very simple. For me to do better in my business, in my life, then I need to know what I do not know. So and at that point in my life, a lot of things I don't know. So I can either fumble about or just waste my time, or I can just put in really a solid 1, 2, or 3 years to quickly learn up whatever I need to learn and be prepared for what is going to happen. So back then I was at that. But there are two types of trainer. Typically, one type of trainer, after you go for the course, okay, you find that you feel very empowered and you can put whatever you learn into action. Okay. The other type of trainer is you go there, the feeling, okay, I'm not saying anybody, I'm just saying some trainers I go, the feeling is they are very clever. I feel myself very stupid. Means what? They talk about very they talk about very cheap. Yeah, it's like the things they talk all the things they talk is very cheap, very very high intelligence, and then you feel that how come Ben, you're so stupid? How come so stupid are you? Then you feel at that moment when you're at the seminar, at the moment when you're at the training, everybody will feel very motivated one. But when you walk out from the seminar or the training, you feel very empty. You feel that seems like to do as good as him, I need another 3 years or whatever. So one type of trainer, which I call it the more effective trainer, empower you and make very complicated things simple. The other type of trainer also very good, but they are very complicated and the topic very complicated. End of the topic, they confuse you. You find that without him, you cannot do anything because this is a very complicated subject and I must always, for example, I must always ask Ken Tay. Without Ken Tay, my life is zero. For example. I'm not saying Ken Tay. For me, it's like after the seminar, I cannot do things myself. This person is just so good. I think it's just so complicated. So I find that all training should make complicated things very simple. So I like to talk in very layman terms, and I think I can resonate with Ken. He's a very down-to-earth person. I mean, I look at him talk for the past 10 minutes, very can relate, very, very nice, friendly guy, things like that. I believe buying property can be simple. I believe buying properties or doing a lot of things, we can use common sense. You really don't need a PhD, or you really don't need to analyze a property for 1 month and be so upset, so frustrated, so doubtful, so suspicious, so I don't know. And then actually no need. I buy a couple of properties, I buy already. Then so be it long. If it's correct, it's correct. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's wrong, you suck it up, learn from your experience, things like that. Right now. So that it became my foundation for every lesson that I try to conduct. That is to be able to relate to the person using a lot of analogy, using a lot of layman terms, using things that you and I can understand. I don't want to use very complicated English, right? In the first place, I don't know complicated English. My English so only. I want to use words whereby people can understand, really. Because you must understand, sometimes we are a lot of property agent. We have been in this life for so long. We know a lot of things. But for most people, maybe they buy house, like what Ken say, sometimes two or three houses in their entire life. Sometimes we don't want to confuse them. Why we want to confuse them? Let's just make it very simple. So back to what Ken say. I use circuit breaker as an example because why? Because circuit breaker or lockdown or COVID is something the entire world is experiencing right now, and it's something that people can relate. So that is the topic that every single person can relate, no matter you are 3 years old or you are 90 years old. They understand because everybody know the risk about COVID and what you need to do to stay safe. So in property, it's the same. There are some things that we can do to make sure that we are safer. We don't do we don't expose ourselves to more risk. As long as you keep yourself safe, as long as you don't expose yourself to unnecessary risk, follow some simple guideline. Your property purchase shouldn't go wrong, shouldn't go too wrong. But then again, I always have a disclaimer. You cannot 100% risk-free one. 没有包赢的嘛 correct 吗？那个包赢。
冇包價啦。
Then even last week I was doing a training. I say if really you want to confirm and guarantee something that's going to happen in the future, might as well you go and predict your 4D number or predict a total, because your chances of you accurately predicting the correct answer is as good as predicting your 4D number. Then someone tell me now got no more 4D, suspended.
Good.
Yeah. So from there, my topic is very simple. My topic will go back to the fundamentals. It's risk, safe, supply and demand. Of course, I don't want, today I'm not going to go into the deep topic because don't want to talk about the same thing again. But then again, supply and demand is something in property that I think is the foundation. Okay, I also did buy some properties that have a lot of supply and no demand. For example, Iskandar. I also got buy. Many years ago.
Parasut lah.
Where?
Parasut is it?
Berdini. I'm not saying good or no good, but then again, everybody knows, okay? Everybody knows that end of the day, they can build a lot of property. But if nobody want to stay there, if there's no industry, if there's no infrastructure, until today, after so long, 10 years, still no MRT and then nothing, why would people want to stay there? But of course, then say I'm not saying that, you know, buying there is good or no good. See what is your needs, lor. If you want to buy a second home, holiday home, and you don't want to see people, then I think it's okay to buy. But if you want to buy to rent out, then you want to rent out to who? If you want your property to from 1 million ringgit to become 2 million ringgit, how can that happen when nobody is staying there? How can that happen when 500 units in 800 units development is empty? That cannot happen, ma. So then again, that is the extreme side. So on the other side, there will always be property that will be very highly in demand. Always one. That means it's very difficult for the whole block to be empty. It's very difficult for it not to rent out. Because why? Because of, for example, because of schools, because of business hubs, because of the workforce around the area, or simply because it is very convenient. Maybe sit on top of a shopping mall, sit on top of a MRT station. So these are things that people like. And when people like, and when it's so accessible to go to work, it's so convenient. There's supermarket, there's coffee shop, there's everything you want is nearby, a few steps away. Naturally, this kind of property will have very high demand. And when there's very high demand, rental definitely will be very healthy. And when the rental is very, very healthy, the resale price will always be strong. So you see, I make things very simple. It's actually no need to be so complicated one. But the thing is, how to find a property that is so in high demand and I don't have so many supply. Then actually it's also quite simple. You look at the master plan. Roughly you can know. Don't need to look at master plan. You look at street directory can already. You can see how many empty plots of land in that area. I say some areas are very, very densely built. For example, let's say Raffles Place or Tanjong Pagar, for example, that area is very densely built. You even from street directory, you know there isn't many land, empty land, which means what? There's not going to be a lot of GLS. Okay, the other equation is then if there's no GLS or very little GLS, the new developments that come up have to go through en bloc. And you and I know en bloc will be cheap or expensive. Normally, cheap, you cannot get the property en bloc. So you must have a certain price for it to go en bloc. And then for it to go en bloc means what? You take away one property, you put back one property. So is there more supply? There's not more supply. Maybe they build a bit taller, they build a bit more smaller units, things like that. But effectively, the supply don't go double, triple, or 4 times. More or less, it's about the same because the size they build smaller and things like that. Maybe a few more stories higher, and that's about it. So this kind of area, I find that it's quite easy to find where. I gave some examples. Examples like, for example, One North area. One North is a very big business hub there. 50,000 people work there, but only got one North residences. Cross the road, one Rochester, and then no more already. You need to walk quite a distance to Dover Road to have another 2 more very, very old condominium. And that's it. The whole area, One North business hub, 50,000 people work there. They only got these 1-2 choices. So, of course, upcoming, there's going to be a launch beside One North Residences. I think that one, I don't know when it's going to be launched. If you have money, you buy that one. If you buy to rent out, it's very safe. Of course, you want to buy to stay, then it really depends on what you like. I mean, stay. Not everybody want to stay at One North, right? So this is the basis of how I try to talk people, try to bring my training to become very relatable.
Lively.
Yeah.
Because I realize don't say about training say about video marketing You see all the video on Facebook everybody selling stuff they're stuffing information down your throat. Do you want to buy CCR condo at RCR price? Then chiong. But they don't know actually people watching don't absorb. So I like your training very much. Really, I see your slide champion.
Thank you.
Relatable. Circuit breaker, low risk, champion. Understandable, that's why.
So today actually Ken asked me to also talk about West lah. So of course,
West.
Actually I just want to say I for the last 3-4 years I keep on talking about the West. So a lot of people say, hey Ben, you why always West? Why you only you specialize West, you talk West, you do West, you stay West, you everything West. I don't know whether it's bad, but you know, I keep talking about the same thing every day. Sometimes I also like every day eat McDonald's also sian, right? Okay, before I do West, to be very honest, when I started my real estate career, my first successful area that I focused on was in Sengkang and Punggol.
I stay at Sengkang.
Back then, I stay at Jurong. So I bought a 15-year-old Toyota Corolla. It cost me about, if I remember correctly, it's about $16,500. 15 years old. So the 15-year-old car, when I go over the hump, got someone. Yeah. Then I still remember last time I go and fetch one client. Wow, I go over the hump. Then she sit behind me. Then she said, "Aya, 什么声音啊?" Then I was like, "Ayo, obviously my car old lah. Don't be so sarcastic." But that gave me positive motivation. Positive motivation that, okay, never mind. Now I have old car, but this is only what I can afford, no problem. I work hard. So I use my hand, right? I don't go and steal. I don't go and rob people. I use my hard work. I use, all my Saturday and Sunday, I go and work hard, right? Then I improve in my business. So for those people, who have yet to do well, everything can change one. Okay, so going back to that era, I was very focused doing Sengkang and Punggol because at the time, the HDB there, back in those days, 06, 07, 08, they all just nice MOP because they are the year of 2000 when they are launched. So around that period, the whole entire Sengkang and Punggol, everybody want to shift out, basically. Why? I tell you why. Those of you who stay there back then, not now, back then, especially Punggol. I remember when I brought a client to go and view a Punggol HDB. At night, you go to that block, you look up, only got 3 to 5 light. The whole entire block, nobody stay one. So how to do? Why? Because back then, back then the government only have new BTO in Punggol and they want to push Punggol. So that era, if you want to buy a new BTO, it's very difficult. No? You hear of stories, people 3, 4, 5 years cannot get BTO. So they just go Punggol just to buy a BTO. But they continue to stay with their parents. And then the house there, nobody stay one. Saturday, Sunday, they go there and play mahjong. Because I really went to my colleague's place back then to play mahjong. And that one is a Saturday, Sunday mahjong place. Then they will continue to stay at their parents' house and things like that. So a lot of young couple back then, they buy but they don't stay. But why they don't stay? Because back then, if you even want to find a coffee shop, very difficult. I remember going viewing. Wow, you really want to use a toilet Wow, no coffee shop Wow, so very limited in amenities back then. But you can see over the years, through transformation, and then now Punggol and Sengkang is already. I don't think it's a new estate anymore. You cannot really call that a new estate. I think it's a mature or maturing estate, so to speak. Everything you need is there. You have SAFRA, you have shopping mall, you have, you can go for food. So many amenities, everything you have. So different lifestyle. So back then I was selling Sengkang, Punggol, and then of course the later part of my career, I actually do resale private in District 15. I know a lot of people say, "Wow, Ben, you always compare East, West," but actually I love the East. I give everyone a disclaimer first. Okay, given a choice, if the property price is the same, if everything is the same, and I got a choice, staying the East right now is a bit better. This is the honest. Because why? You go to District 15, you go to Parkway Parade, you go to one Amber, that kind of area, Tanjong Ru, it's just different. You go to Siglap, you go to Katong, those kind of shops, those kind of it's different. You cannot find this in Jurong, you cannot find this in Clementi. You cross the bridge, you go to East Coast Park. I mean, there's no comparison. East Coast Park and West Coast Park, there's no comparison. how to compare? I don't even want to compare. You never see I compare East Coast Park and West Coast Park. I slap myself in the face. So I want to just do a disclaimer. I like the East. I think East is a very good place to stay. Okay, but so happened I'm born. I actually grew up in Dover Road. Dover Road is considered southern west. Cannot be called west because Dover is beside Holland. Holland is District 10 already. So actually I grew up near District 10, but not District 10.
Beside.
And then but then again, I study in Singapore Poly, and then halfway through I went to stay in. My family shifted to Jurong. So that's happened. I mean, I just shifted to Jurong. Then I happened to sell a few developments there, and then one thing lead to another, and then PropNest appoint me to become a West Zone leader, and then I just do lor. If PropNest asked me to become East Zone leader, I sell East. If PropNest asked me to become a Central leader, or I lucky happy, sell Central. Correct or not? Sell Tiong Bahru, sell Red Hill, sell all these locations, Queenstown. You understand what I mean? I will take it with both my hands. So, but then it just happened it's west. But you see, to me, it's not about east, west, north, or south. End of the day, let's be very use our common sense. Today, if you really want to buy a brand new condo in the east, you need to have a bit of a deep pocket correct not? But you want to buy a brand new condo in the west, your pocket need not be so deep. Secondly, supply and demand equation, right? I did a comparison. I shared several times in Jurong District 22 area, we only have 22 condo. And that's very little. That is extremely little for a big area like District 22. District 22 is a very big area, inclusive of Tuas, inclusive of Jurong Island and that whole area. And we only got 22 condo. And I believe more people are looking to stay in condominium because that is proven by the chart that I show. 10 years ago, 80% stay in HDB. 10 years later, 70% stay in HDB, and then shifted more to the private segment. So I feel if more people want to stay in condominium and they want to stay in the west, there's actually very little supply. This is something that not I say one. This is something is the truth, right? It's the truth, I always tell people I can name every single condominium all the way from Floraville until Jurong East because only that 20 over condo, not too difficult. At the most, I miss one or two, right? But if you want to name every single condo in District 15, that's a challenge. Close to 500. I used to do District 15. I used to sell one as Star, one Amber, Seaview, that kind of location. So not that you want to stay there or don't stay. Sometimes the entry price is different already. I also used to own a District 1 property, right at the heart of Shenton Way. If you ask me that one, if you got money, buy District 1 is the best, right? That's why people buy Marina 1, right? Slightly above $2,000 per square foot, you buy that kind of location. It's very difficult to lose money, So my District 1 property investment back then, 2.5 years, we made close to 300,000. So Central also can make money. So disclaimer is not west, but then again, why I want Ken to use this topic is the sun finally rising from the west. This is another tongue in cheek. Is it cheek in tongue or tongue in cheek? Cheek in tongue. Tongue in cheek.
Tongue in cheek. I think tongue in cheek.
Because we all know the sun rises from the east, right? And of course, if you look at my previous topic Monday, over demand, under supply, that is also a tongue in cheek topic that attracted a lot of people to listen. Because everybody will think that oversupply, under demand, right? But if you have listened from the start to the end, I think more or less you will be a little bit more convinced that I think don't have oversupply, especially in the west, especially in Clementi, for example, really don't have. So why is the sun rising from the west? Of course, that is not true, but I think most of you, let me see who is inside here. Okay lah. I think most of you should be my generation, more or less.
Can see
Let me see who. More or less my generation. Okay.
A lot of people you know.
My generation, witness China coming up. Also witness, I don't not so sure about you, but I think my opinion, US starting to not so strong. Huh?
So
I 20 years ago China and 20 years now is very different. I mean, I don't need to say you all know, but we actually my generation, your generation, we actually experienced this China coming up, and we witnessed with our eyes China coming up, and the number one superpower US starting to, like, you know, I mean, power is like that is someone become stronger, someone become weaker is like that I'm not saying that US become weaker, but the fact that China is becoming so strong, and in our lifetime, in our generation again, we will witness China become the number one economy in the world. You ask me, but if you ask me right now, the whole world still think and still want US to be the number one superpower at this moment. They still are anyway, right? Because of their technology, because of their military. You cannot compare with US military. They are the far ahead. And of course, you know, US is still US. At the end of the day, is very difficult to suddenly, even the Chinese are very rich, it's very difficult for them to become number one. Even if their economy is number one, a lot of people will still want US to take the lead. But then again, the playing field will become quite even. So I take this as another analogy to make you understand. 20 years ago, the west side, Jurong, Clementi, all this area, industrial estate. Okay, very plenty of HDB. Until now, still plenty of HDB. All HDB heartlander. Very, very little. You don't associate the west Jurong with private condominium. Or even, I dare to say, although this is a Facebook Live, but I dare to say, you don't see too many rich people stay in the west. That's the fact.
Okay.
Last time, many years ago, all the rich people stay at Mayor Road. That is a fact. Okay, so the history is like that. But then again, today you can see the east is still very good. East as in what I mean, East Coast or the east side of the Singapore is very good. But the west, you can see, is coming up, and it's coming up very strong. So now it's different. Now the east okay, when we talk about US is the west. When we talk about China is the east. But now it's reverse. Now when we talk about the west is Jurong. When we talk about East Coast or the one is China, something like China, not say China, US, which is the west. You can see that the west is coming up very strong, and in fact, this is only the beginning. Because why? Because whatever I share during my training, right, be it JLD, be it JID, be it Tuas Megaport, all these are only start only. Or maybe they haven't even really built. Tuas Megaport haven't built. So only start only. JID only start only. We are talking about so many things that is just starting. But all the plans are in place. And then you all also know on 2 days ago, right? Is it 2 days ago? IKEA also going to Gem. Everything is going to the west. So and the west, Jurong is going to be the second CBD. Just like I did mention, I did invest in a District 1 condo many years ago. That is a CBD. So I know when you invest in a CBD, you cannot go too wrong. As long as it remains a CBD, as long as there's a lot of people working there, as long as there's no more land to continuously build a lot of property. You know why? Because you look left, look right, it's all the building, it's all very tight one. So you know when you buy a property there, it is very, very easy to rent out. And when the rental is good, I quote Mr. Ismail say, all capital appreciation is a byproduct of rental yield. Which means if you buy a $1 million property and you can only collect $1,000 rental, most of chances are when you sell, you cannot sell 1 million. You only can sell 500,000, 600,000. But if you buy $1 million property and the property can rent for $5,000, chances are you can sell the property for 1.5 million, 2 million. You understand what I mean? So rental is very important. It is also the reason why. If today I can rent your condominium that is worth $1,000, if I were to buy it, my installment is $3,000. But I rent from you only $1,000. Is there any push factor for me to buy? No. But if today I rent from you, but you charge me $4,000, but if I were to buy, I only pay $3,000, then it makes sense. Why I must rent from you higher? Let me just go and look at my bank account. Let me go and squeeze all my money. I borrow some money from my parents, and I think I must buy lah. So it makes sense. You understand what I mean? So as long as rental is very low, nobody will give you a good price for your property when you want to sell it. And when you sell it, it's resale. Resale means what? People see a lot of other things. It's not just numbers. It's not just your floor plan, site plan, 3D, metal pot. Then people look at what? People look at quality. People look at amenities. People look at school. People look at accessibility. People look at where got Sheng Siong, where got supermarket, where got everything. No. So then again, all these if you buy in a location that don't have all these things, it's not only talk about supply and demand. There's so many factors. No. So everything must tick the box. If you got 10 boxes, if you can take 8 to 9 boxes, then it's a very good property, right? Very seldom got 100 all box tick one, and then the last box is price is right. If 9 box tick, most likely the price also not right. Could be very high. So okay, so going back to the sun rising from the west. So I think similarly to how China will become a superpower, on the world stage, I think Jurong, Clementi, this area, West Coast, right? Because the government, okay, put it this way, Benjamin Tan don't know, but the government know. And the government has decided to make West exciting. The government has decided to put a Silicon Valley at Jurong Innovation District. The government has decided to put a CBD at Jurong East. The government has decided to put the world's most busiest port at Tuas. Then I ask you this question. How bad can it be? Even if you don't make money, very difficult to lose money. Very difficult. Because why? With 300 over 1,000 jobs to be created in this small little area corner of Singapore, that's what a lot of people say. No lah, not all people will stay there. Of course, not all people will stay there lah. I work there. I can stay at East Coast also can ma. But then again, I ask you back another question. I just want to see. I talk common sense one. Today, if you have an air stewardess working at Changi Airport, I ask you, if you need to bet your last dollar, she'll rent Tampines, rent Bedok, rent Pasir Ris, or she'll rent Jurong West. If you only got $1 in your pocket and you need to bet $1, these air stewardess that work in Changi will rent Tampines, Pasir Ris, Bedok, or she'll rent Jurong West. Definitely is.
I used to be a steward. Yes, you're right. You're wrong. I used to be a steward. Before Pronex.
You hang
on.
Now you got no pay.
Now go to the hospital. Helpful. You're right.
A lot of things we can argue. We can argue for the sake of arguing. What's the point? You end of the day, you make yourself upset. Benjamin Tan won't be upset one. I always happy one. Today I bake a lot of egg tart for my friends to eat. You want to argue all, you're going to argue lah. But then again, 370,000 jobs in the West. If I only have 1% want to rent, it's 3,007. Today you got 3,700 units in the West for me to rent or not? Don't have lah. Because why? Because only got the few condominium. Probably you only have 37 available units for rent. So it means what? It means the government, what? Of course, they will have to build more property. Then again, then you ask yourself this question, no? Then you want to buy when it is already I don't know, you want to buy early or you want to buy late? Like what every time Kevin Fong say. You want to buy when this 370,000 people already working here, then you buy? Or you want to buy a bit earlier? End of the day, we are not speculating, ma. People say we buy property for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, ma. Right? So if you take a timeline of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, then I think if you can afford, then you buy low. If you cannot afford, then don't buy also, never mind. So I think buying property is especially this period because I have been following a lot of people doing training. Our company PropNext has done a lot of training. I myself have been a panelist for a lot of consumer seminar, and I always see a lot of consumer ask a lot of questions, and some consumers, they always ask the same question: is COVID? How long will COVID will last? Is the market going up or down? I think this one now is worse than SARS. This is worse than Great Depression. This is the worst ever. I think here. Then to me, if really you feel, because everybody's entitled to our opinion, ma. You know, I'm not going to put my belief system on you, ma. So, but really, if you feel that the economy is going to be very bad and then property price is going to just collapse, become 50%, then you're entitled to their opinion. Also, no problem. But then be happy about it. Just don't be so frustrated, lah. It's like so frustrated, no? Keep on asking the same question for 10 times. The answer will still be same. Because for us, for me especially, because I've done my facts, I've done my research, I look at the numbers, and most importantly, I know the Singapore government will not want the Singapore property market to collapse. Because why? All the while, so far, for the last 2 decades, I see the Singapore government on a hands-on approach in our market and not a hands-off approach. What is hands-off approach? Everybody, 90% of Singaporeans above the age of 21 own a property. Yeah. So 90%, this is not my statistics, this is government statistics. 90% home ownership. So 90% home ownership. If everybody say own a property worth 1 million, and now the government hands-off approach, let it collapse until 500,000. You think the government will do this?
How economy will crash.
I mean, I gave an analogy during my Monday seminar. I say this. You know our eggs, the eggs that we eat, because of COVID, we have shortage of eggs, and the eggs price actually went up. And before COVID, we can depend majority from Malaysia, Singapore, majority can already. You understand me? Because to import eggs from Malaysia is very easy, our neighbor. Singapore, we also got eggs. But then again, I read from the papers, because we want to diversify the sources, because everybody stay at home, everybody want to eat eggs. So supply and demand, more people want to eat eggs. Then the price of the eggs shoot up. Because why? The supply become lower. The government, I read from papers, I'm not so sure. They say they go and source eggs from as far as Ukraine. Ukraine, I'm an army guy. I think of Ukraine, I think of people got war, got nuclear bomb. I don't know. To me, it's war zone. I buy eggs from there. I mean, to me, I will never associate eggs with Ukraine. You understand what I mean? But the government, our Singapore government, can even go to the stage to make sure that Singaporeans got affordable eggs to eat and will not be affected by the supply and demand curve. If the Singapore government can regulate eggs, do you think the Singapore government will be concerned about property price, property supply and demand? So the Singapore government got 2 hands. One hand, they hold the HDB supply, BTO. Last year, they released 22,000. If really there is an oversupply, this year they can release 10,000. The oversupply issue immediately gone. The other hand, private property, GLS. Last year, I don't know how many, I also forget. Maybe let's say they launched 20 GLS. This year, oversupply. Okay, I launched 2. Next year, oversupply disappear. Because why? Because property is not you launch land today, then tomorrow oversupply. It's not like that. No. Property is today you launch the land, they still need to do a lot of things. 4 years later, then complete it. 4 years later, then oversupply. So we got a lot of time in between to adjust. Even if you have done wrong last year, even if there's oversupply last year, if this year we control the supply, next year, no oversupply. This is my belief system. Okay, this is because I believe in Singapore government. That's why I have such a theory and such a thinking. You understand me? But if let's say you don't believe in Singapore government, you think that the Singapore government will just let it collapse and then one fine day let it shoot up and then let it collapse and shoot up. If you think the Singapore government like to have roller coaster in Singaporeans' life, then that is also your belief system. That is not my belief system. And that belief system will continuously prod your mind to keep on asking the same question. Hey, the market going down. So all these thoughts will not enter my brain. Of course, will the volume drop? The volume will sure drop. Will the price be a bit more sensitive? Of course, the price will be a bit more sensitive. No developers will want to raise price today. And that is the reason why now is a good time to take a look. But now it's a good time to take a look. Doesn't mean you must buy something. you still have to check your finances, right? You got enough cash, enough CPF or not? Then in the first place, why do you want to buy property? You must ask yourself why you want to buy property. You don't wake up suddenly you want to buy property, or I want to buy property is because why? Or because I want to shift near the school. I think now is a good time to sell Jurong and shift to Bukit Timah, for example. You know why? Because why? Because OCR and RCR price is very close, Make sense or not? For example, today if you sell 𝐀𝐥𝐥 𝐍𝐞𝐰, you can sell at 8,009 per square foot resale market. No, 8,009. Can I shift to RCR or can I even shift to some resale CCR easily? So now it's a good time to sell OCR and go to CCR. I mean, there's one reason. I'm not saying everybody should do that. Secondly, for example, because of school, for example, because of whatever reason you want to upsize, downsize. If you ask me, crisis is the best time to upsize. Okay, my opinion, 15 years of experience, crisis is the best time to upsize. Because I use the HDB market as an example. Normally, during good times, all the EA, all the EM, all the tua-tua-keng one sell very fast. You see all the big ones sell very fast. Because why? Those people from the en-bloc market, those people from the landed, private, they will sell the property and buy this one full cash when the market is very good. When the market is not so good, all your Sapang, all these 2,000-3,000 one very fast. Because why? People want security, Maslow theory of needs. During crisis, the first tier is security. Maslow theory of needs, when during crisis, we don't talk about self-actualization. No. So everybody want to be secure, everybody want to be safe. You just lost your job, or maybe got 10,000 people lost their job, and then the world is in the chaos. You don't have the kind of mood to buy tua-tua-keng. So if you have the money, if this COVID didn't affect you financially, it's the best time to buy tua-tua-keng, not the time to buy swee king. Okay, I talk very long already. Got any question?
Okay. So I'm the host. I'm supposed to ask now. Hey, anybody got any questions for Ben? Because you can see, Ben can share your answer a question for you in a very layman term. You can understand, not like chim like what you say, those trainer. Wow, use all the chim words. Suit you. Okay, I think you're right. You don't convince, you confuse. That's Ben 我以前也是 last time police one. They got a saying, you cannot convince, you confuse. Last time, the old days. No. Last time. Mata.
Oh, you're police and you're a lot of things at you. Oh, very scared. Your program now, I'm a bit scared. Why suddenly you say you're police?
Mata, then S steward, then now trying to be influencer, sell house. Lie. Try new thing, breakthrough. So cannot convince, confuse. But then will share with you in a layman term. Can understand? See, so good. Wait, so far I see. I should show you some comment. Very relatable. I think your friend Kaylin, your friend, right? Then all these comment. Wait. So then I share with you. Today actually I got a few agents private message me. They say since you're talking about West, they want to be very open. If Ben big picture, share compared to project. Can you compare to project? This is the request. Because what's like normally they compare Park Clementi's come with the grant. So can compare a bit or not? Then a bit. What's the good? Which is good? Any important points you take note?
Okay, if I want to relate okay, see my position is a bit difficult because I conflict of interest. I also don't know who is watching.
Okay.
Sekali, I also don't know who is inside here. Who is inside here? I also don't know. Can I anyhow say things?
No, so very diplomatic.
I take out this one. Then I talk my opinion. But never mind. What I want to say is will still be very common sense one. Park Clementi is in Clementi. No, not Clementi. Clementi is very Singlish. Clementi. Park Clementi is in Clementi. Whistler Grand is in West Coast. There's two sites you can look at. Clementi is recognized as a HDB estate. West Coast, you have a lot of private residential and landed. Not to say that West Coast don't have HDB, also have, but the HDB side is more towards the Ginza Plaza. Now it's not called Ginza Plaza, now it's called West Coast Plaza. And then the Botania, the Infinity, all this is the more private residential side. So Whistler Grand is at Botania side. So it's a private residential estate. But if you were to look at traditionally, in the whole of the West, Clementi is the big brother. You understand? All the while, even today, HDB pricing in Clementi is one of the highest. Then again, you look at West Coast. How much is the HDB price? So you see, I'm not saying Clementi or West Coast good or no good. I'm just saying that these two areas is a bit similar to Bukit Timah and Upper Bukit Timah. Also got the word Bukit Timah. Also side by side. But Upper Bukit Timah a bit cheaper than Bukit Timah. So Whistler Grand is a bit cheaper than Park Clementi's for a reason. Because one is at West Coast. West Coast, if everybody drive and even if you see, sometimes we drive, but our children don't drive, our parents might not drive. If let's say our children want to go to school or go anywhere, if your condominium got a shuttle bus, then good law. But then again, we don't always rely on shuttle bus. Sometimes we go out early, sometimes we come home late. Then becomes your one car in the whole house, you become the chauffeur. No? Oh? So secondly, your parents want to go out, also they got no MRT. Not only that, accessibility is one thing. The other thing is also the kind of things that HDB upgraders want. Like I say, Sing Song, all this, kopitiam below your house, hawker center. All this is all at Clementi. So generally, for West Side, because West Side got a lot of HDB upgrader. So HDB upgrader, their eyes look at amenities, look at hawker center, they look at NTUC, they look at MRT. You tell them private residential estate, this is I say one. But the buyers when they compare, very simple. Back then when we were selling Park Rivera, sometimes agents scared to bring buyers to Park Rivera. Back then bring there only walao你带我来什么地方？walao这里什么都没有。But then again, Park Rivera got make money, so many people sell, make 100,000-300,000 already. Like that also can make money, right? Then again, at the other side, when we were selling Park Rivera, was Clement Canopy also launched. So Park Rivera was sold back then, launched at average about 1,000, 1,200 average. So Clement Canopy was average 1,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So there was a good $200 per square foot difference. And then when you go to Park Rivera, and then the same buyer go to Clement Canopy, you really, really, really need to push the buyer to buy Park Rivera. But the buyer automatically love Clement Canopy. I don't know how to explain to you. It's like that. It's across the AYE, but across the AYE, a big difference. Then, even though the buyer bought Clement Canopy at $200 more per square foot than Park Rivera, today when they sell, I did show you all the transaction on Monday. Easily 200,000-300,000. Easily. So what's my story? If you force me to compare Park Clementi and Whistler Grand, I say both you buy, potentially still can make money. Because back then Park Rivera made money, Clement Canopy also made money. But then again, it's two different things. You can buy Whistler Grand cheaper. See, at the end of the day, it's not you want to buy the most expensive. If I want, it's not because the people at Upper Bukit Timah don't want to stay at Bukit Timah. Sometimes cannot means cannot. Correct? So
own stay budget.
Yeah. Because why? Because a 4-bedroom and Whistler Grand and a 4-bedroom at Park Clementi, Whistler Grand, if I'm not wrong, is about 300,000 cheaper. Correct? 300,000 cheaper. So 300,000 300,000 we have 300,000 you don't pay full cash 300,000 you take loan So when you pay off everything is actually a 400,000 difference And then installment is higher. Everything is higher, no. So it's not because then you see then if you continuously compare then Clementi is better than West Coast. Then Bukit Timah is better than Clementi. then River Valley is better than Bukit Timah. Then end of the day, everybody stay in Orchard Road. Cannot be. Cannot be. Then there's always a segment for everyone. That's why you take any car manufacturer, you take the big boys, assuming a BMW. They have all the way from 1 series to 8 series. Why? To fit every budget, every lifestyle, every kind of taste, every age group. You want 2-door have, you want 4-door have, you want SUV have, you want affordable have, you want show off one also have. So not everybody can buy 8 series. I go to Germany, I look at the 8 series, wow, saliva, wow, 𝐶𝐵 But I don't think I can drive the 8 series in Singapore, right? First of all, this one staying beside me will not approve. Because buy 8 series is super luxury, but do I need it? Do I need a super luxury? Now I'm so young, I only 28 years old. I don't need super luxury. So you understand what I mean? So if let's say we still grand, as of today, okay, in fact, tomorrow 10 a.m. I have another session. Talk again. Tomorrow 10 a.m. I got another session. I will talk about resale grant. So if you all want to know more, we can know more, but don't want to talk too deep here. But it's affordable. It's built by CDL. It's surrounded by private properties. You cannot say that CDL built low quality. You cannot say that staying beside a landed property is a bad location. You understand what I mean? Effectively, park communities and resale grant is just across a bridge only. So, but if you want to save $200,000-300,000, then resale grant is a save money lah. Not everybody want to buy 7 or 8 series, right? You can buy 3 or 4 series, right? This is how I will use common sense to an analogy to talk about property. I really hate people talking. 𝐶𝐵 Let's make things very. But if Philip Fele, no point. Philip Fele, I tell you, the person they also won't act in a certain way. Sometimes we talk normal lah. We understand we are all same We all got parents we all same generation one So one you understand You see, the chim part we will leave it to probably the Lux zone or we are talking about in the market real estate is not so just all these properties. We still got merger and acquisition. We still got hotels, buildings, and all these. All these are really the chim one. We are selling all these bread and butter, simple condo. Why must be so chim? No need lah. Then you show all the chart until like the buyer actually no need. All this is for Hao Lian only. No point. The buyer actually just want to buy a house to stay. You tell you so many chart. You tell you all this. Actually, no need Why must we do all this? Actually, no need.
They always tell me you show before ask anything. They show so many chart. In the end, I ask them. So where's the nearest NTUC? NTUC is here. Take what bus to MRT? Then take a bus. Okay lah. Big right. Can. So
actually, you're right. Actually, a lot of buyers until today, they are still looking at is the kitchen using gas stove, electric stove, is the bedroom big enough? Do you have a yard so that I can do laundry? Actually, a lot of homestayers are looking for all this. When we want to find a house, we are also looking for all this. Not all are investors, right? In fact, majority are owners. In this kind of location, I'm not talking about District 1 or 2. District 1 or 2 probably more will be investors. But in this kind of location, mass market, more homeowners. Homeowners actually looking for all this. But we are too much. I'm not saying that doing all this chart is no good. All this chart is good, but too much. Just mind-boggling. Just sometimes listen also very tired. Because all the numbers inside your head, you're very tired, very tiring to. I mean, I don't mind to quote what Ken shared with me. Sometimes got some people they 2 hours live he say everything talk about chart then you see the viewership keep on dropping because very boring, very boring. So why not make it lively, make it simple, make it happy. Don't be so frustrated. People want to buy a house, then buy a house. Then just tell them how nice, how convenient, how good, how cheap, right? No need to talk about too many economy. Wow, very heavy topic. Wow.
To the point, and layman.
Yeah, I mean, this is my style. Maybe some other people have different way of doing. Like Lynn sell a lot of units in 𝐾𝐸𝐥𝐿. Actually, her best selling angle is the 𝐾𝐸𝐥𝐿 park that is directly connected to 𝐾𝐸𝐥𝐿 residences. She personally love it to find that I open my side gate, I straight away can go to 𝐾𝐸𝐥𝐿 park, and 𝐾𝐸𝐥𝐿 park is connected to what so Telok Blangah Park, Hot Park, Mount Faber, and all the park. You understand me? No? There are a lot of people that want to buy Pasir Panjang, that area, because of nature. And she herself like it, and she can sell a lot of units because this way, no need to talk too much about chart, all this. First of all, she don't know how to do salescape. Secondly, her maths is very poor. But she can get a lot of units. So, okay, don't quote me. Not everybody can talk like Kevin Fong. Numbers. Not everybody. You force yourself to talk like Kevin Fong, you got two outcomes. One, you become very good. One, you become very bad. Because why? Because his brain is all numbers, but our brain is not all numbers. You understand? His brain is to level 100% numbers one, but our brain is not. Most of us, we need to use some emotional selling. We need to use some layman term selling. I'm saying most of us cannot talk like Kevin Fong. I've been with Kelvin for more than 10 years. I cannot talk like him. He also cannot talk like me. You ask him come and sell Park Clementi, so you ask him come and sell Twin View, maybe he cannot sell. I don't know.
He's watching. Later I tag him.
Hey, Kelvin, watching or not? Say yes. Tag yes. I mean, it's true. I sell the way I sell, it works, right? I sell the way he sells because I'm not him. He's not me. Don't force yourself into this narrow tunnel. Lean way of selling is very lively. Wow, I like. Then, but she should sell. You cannot imagine Kevin Fong sell like that, ma? Cannot. Then gainer style is wow, 开玩笑, yo bro, yo. But not everybody can be gainer. Everybody is different.
Gainer just now.
Gainer.
Just now. I think he left already.
Left.
Left. He came in for a bit. Okay. Any other questions for Ben? Because I think it's very rare for Ben to come online. You can ask him about agency stuff, maybe, or you can ask him about West. West is good. If not overall picture, you can ask him also. Because he's a very adequately covered Park Clementi and Whistler. If you're watching Park Clementi and Whistler. And also generally, why West, in a very layman term, today no slides used. You realize they...
Actually, I got prepared slides, but I tell Ken I don't do training. Really, very... give everybody a break. Really.
So like that, sharing. So even if consumer is watching today, Ben already share with all the consumers that's watching. Sure got consumer watching.
I explain how to do slides.
All the consumer watching, he actually touched to all the consumer already. Hey, layman term no charge show this is why this one doing very well, because that's what other people do common sense. So this one also value add. I believe then also
what I believe is I have this mindset. I think that I am not very clever, but I have a little bit of success because I'm very hardworking. So I always believe like even now, Ken, I look at you because now I can only see your face. I believe you are as equally or more cleverer than me or intelligent than me. I always have like this kind of one. I always say, Ben 不是很聪明, but that's why 我要不要用功. I always have this kind of thinking. Some trainers will always assume the audience is not as intelligent as them. This is something I not really like. And it shows in their training. They will just say, hey, no. And then they'll try to show off a lot of things. But if everybody, when we talk to our friend, when we talk to our clients, when we talk to our agent, when we talk to anybody, just treat that person. That person is actually, she will understand what I mean. She got common sense. I got common sense. She also got common sense. Okay? I'm a Singaporean. She also Singaporean. I got brain. She also got brain. She can think for herself one. No need to go and confuse her. When I say that West Coast and East Coast, people can understand one. People can relate one. So my approach is always like that. To make, you see, at the end of the day, we are not doing sales. No. We are all about making the person in front of you like you, make them feel good, so that they will just proceed lah. You make them feel stupid, you make them feel fear, you make them feel doubtful, you make them feel complicated. They will, end of the day, they don't buy, right? But most of all, you make them hate you. For sure, they will not buy through you. Maybe they'll buy through Ken Tay, because Ken Tay is so, you see, his smile also so nice, so handsome. Correct or not? Right.
So,
I think
just a moment.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, got people message me. They say, hey, Ken, today this session for consumer or for agent? Because I discussed with Ben.
I never.
No point.
I never want to.
No point.
Tonight's session is the real Ben. No. I actually don't even want to do my hair one. I put a cap. Then I said, never mind, I do a bit of hair. I just want to be relaxed. You see, I don't say bad things about people, right? I say the honest truth. I also don't want to sugarcoat. If I sugarcoat and I talk fake things, then waste everybody's time. Now, 10 o'clock, might as well watch Netflix. I got a lot of show to watch now.
Yeah, I got see your Facebook.
All right, now, so let's talk. Let's talk honestly, just chit chat. We are not here to bitch about people, but then again, because you know why not? I feel very sad because in the market today, there's a lot of nonsense, a lot of trash. A lot of people, because of social media, they become guru. They suddenly become expert. And then they start to teach people what to do. I feel I earn the right after 15 years, after what I have done, after what I have achieved, to say a few words. And only a few words. But these people don't come out from where. Because of social media, they become expert. I find that it's very dangerous. I find that there's so many nonsense in the social media. So I just want to tell everyone that a lot of us, every day we wake up, we spend 12 hours of our life for decades to become who we are. We don't talk nonsense. We talk really, just like we cannot go for an exam and become a PhD holder only one. Yeah, so I mean, but the work that we do every single day, I think it needs to be appreciated. And we don't even claim that we are the best. I only say I know a few things. I only know a few words. Those people really, I think, be careful. You want be careful of what you put inside your brain, because it can manifest. When it manifests, you will act in a different way. So put good things into your brain. Okay. Not chlorine. Recently got one from US put chlorine. Cannot put chlorine.
Antiseptic, Parglidin. Not bad. You help me conclude. So got two sides. You help me conclude what you want to tell the consumer. How to invest, in short.
Sylvia, buyers say good time to buy stocks. It's at an all-time low.
But got consumer watching. Consumer won't comment. Because consumer comment, example, hey, so Ben, I'm looking to buy a 4-bedroom. All the agent will private message him. So they know they won't comment. Consumer. Scared because I got feedback already. Consumer going to comment. All agent going, hey, they're saying the price list. So normal. So the whole thing Ben is doing is break down layman for the consumer, and also agent will learn from all this also. That's what I feel .
Actually, this is how I have conducted my business for the last 15 years. I have never, only the last few years, we do a lot of chart, but because my position today, my role, my responsibility is to do chart, is to do sales kit, is to do training, is to do education. But if you ask me for the last more than 10 years that I have actively on the ground, I don't do all this, but I sell a few hundred units. You understand me now? So actually, no need one. Now we are just too much on numbers and too much on chart. I'm not saying it's wrong, but must have a balance. Must have a balance. Like I said, a lot of buyers, they just want to buy a house. Why you tell them why you tell them the world economy for what? No need.
Have to buy one. Have to buy. Need a roof one. Need a roof one.
Yeah.
It's a price only. Like what is compare with the grand and fucking money. Okay, this one good enough. For consumer, remember that portion already. Wait, I just want one. Okay, last thing. Anyone got any last question? Ben promised me 45 minutes to 1 hour. Ben extended already. So I'm glad. Ben got enjoy the live session. If not, Ben will cut short already. Right.
I am like that one. Before I want to do a seminar, but when I start, I'm very active. Just like tomorrow, I think 10 o'clock must do. Now my feeling is 10 o'clock must do seminar. But when I start, I'm very excited. So you got me excited, bro.
Hey, that's good. That's good. At least you both married, so very accepted. It's okay. Good. It's good.
Okay, I want to answer Sylvia's question. But for Sylvia, unfortunately I'm not very good in stocks, so I cannot answer from the stocks part. But I always have this saying: cheap doesn't mean you have to buy. Cheap can become cheaper. Now a lot of stocks seems like it's cheap, but honestly, how many of us dare to buy? If you ask me, I also don't know. We don't talk about other company. We talk about PropNex kind of video. Since I'm a PropNex agent, we talk about PropNex. Our launching price is 65 cents. Now it's I think 40 over cents. So is every one of you here? How many of you here? How many?
Most.
If every one of you here should put 100,000 in PropNex shares, yes. I also don't know. You see, so sometimes I cannot answer this question because it's not a direct comparison. So, okay, then I want to add something. See, Ken, sorry, suddenly I got a lot of things to say.
Please. Good. Got value.
Okay, a lot of people say real estate, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That is very true. That's why real estate don't only have one segment. Real estate have many segments. I remember this Navin. He's the guru in the office one. He said he is a what? He is a financial advisor and his asset class is real estate. Wow, very mind-boggling. Many years ago he said this already. I'm a financial advisor, but my asset class is real estate. So I was thinking, wow, this is quite good to put inside my brain. Then I add on further. In my asset class of real estate, I have many classes. I have all the way from HDB to private to commercial to landed to office to shop house to overseas. And overseas, we are talking about, I don't know how many countries, 197 countries in the world. So actually, real estate by itself can be diversified. One country economy come down, the other country actually can make a lot of money. You know, back then I was selling overseas, so I can really see Singapore, the price drop, other country, the price shoot. Possible, right? So how can we say that real estate is putting all eggs in one basket? Actually, unless you buy everything, you buy 10 units in one condo, that is called putting all eggs in one basket. But if you diversify, you buy shop, you buy office, you buy landed, you buy overseas, you buy 3 overseas, you can buy hotel while you got money or not, I don't know. Then you diversify. Then you will not have this problem. Okay, so that's the thing you all can use this to share with your client, right? So, you know, as of now I speak, I have several overseas property giving me very good rental yield, 6 to 7%. I don't want to sell, I leave it there. Yeah, so how can you say that now Singapore market bad, but no, my overseas okay, but some overseas die like Iskandar, that one jialat. So you see, if I buy 10 units at Iskandar, that is considered putting all my eggs in one basket. But I never, all over. Some good, some not so good. But end of the day, I haven't sell any of them. So you cannot say I lose money. I haven't lose money. I haven't sell.
Hey, got one more question. This 𝐀𝐥𝐥 𝐍𝐞𝐰 is my brother. My brother, he asked question. Random I got time. What percentage will you recommend one asset to be in property?
Random, if got what percentage? Wow, very handsome. Your brother.
亲弟弟，真的弟弟来的。
Okay, I want to say an honest truth. Y'all ready for the honest truth or not?
Like, we love it.
When you don't have so much money, or layman terms, when you're poor, throw everything and bet on one thing. When you already accumulated so much wealth, spread it out. Because it's very simple. If you only got that $10,000, you talk about what diversification. 一次过买大，一次过买小 get it done. You understand what I mean? Because it's like that one. You 10,000, you how to diversify. But if you got 10 million, obviously you're not going to just buy one penthouse 10 million, right? You want to diversify a bit, right? So I learned this is because why I like to watch a lot of biography, documentary. I like to learn from a lot of people, and a lot of successful people all around the world, when they were poor, they spend all their time and money on that one thing, and they bank on that one thing to succeed. Right? You look at all the success. I mean, I can name everything. Everybody is like that. Even Bill Gates and everybody is like that. Okay, so when they were very poor, they have to rent a room from their schoolmate, and then they only got that one shot to have a breakthrough. They only have that $100 in their pocket. Maybe that $100 also borrow from other people one, and they bank it on that one thing to make it succeed. And then from there on, if they succeed, and then they can grow. But then again, today, when they are very, very rich, they have a lot of money, for sure they are not going to put everything on one thing. They will put many things. So, if my own example, back then when I was so poor, before I joined real estate, my first job, y'all guess how much was my pay? I have a diploma from Singapore Polytechnic.
1,006. Standard 1,006. I also Singapore Poly diploma.
Very good, very close. $1,300 惨不惨？1,300嘞。So you see, back then I was poor and I'm very proud to tell people back then I was poor, because you have to be very honest with yourself. Poor means poor lah. No money lah. Why? Nobody. I share with every one of you. I don't mind to buy a 15 years old Toyota Corolla, go over the hump, eat or people laugh at me, but it gives me a lot of motivation to make it in this industry every single day. Back then, your nowadays very good life. Back then, I tell myself, 3 years I will not go overseas. Every day I will work. I really don't have it. I never go overseas. I only go JB, eat prata, pump petrol, come back. Go overseas as in really holiday, go where I don't have. For 3 years of my first 3 years in my real estate industry, I do nothing every single day, 12 hours, 16 hours, day in, day out. I pour my whole entire life, my soul into real estate. Nowadays, not many people do like that. Too many distractions. The day I started doing real estate, I forgot what is called watch TV. I have never wanted to go inside a cinema, because when I go inside the cinema, I sit down, I sleep, because very tired, the brain. So every time I go inside, I sleep. I can watch show, I sleep one. So this is the kind of the thing I learned from a lot of people. It's not because I clever. Like I say, I don't think I'm clever, but I read a lot of biography. I learned from a lot of successful people. I realized that every one of them is like that. When they are not successful, when they don't have a lot of money, they only put everything and bank on that one thing to succeed. And once you succeed, you can do a lot of things. I hope I answered your question, your brother's question. So it depends on the stage in your life and your success level.
I think that's good. That's good. You go and look through the comment section. Anything else you wanna? So far so good. Most of the questions we answer already. Wow. And your session very engaging. Very good. Very good. Trust me. I've been so many live sessions. Your session is one of the very enjoyable one. Trust me. Live feedback. Everyone, I think Ben, you want to conclude anything before we say thank you to everybody?
I want to wrap up. I want to wrap up this session. I want to wrap up this session with another honest truth. Are you ready?
I gotta say yes,
okay,
please.
It's something that I always remind myself. Okay, why? Because now it's year 2020. 4 years ago, my dad passed away in 2016. He passed away at the age of 69. Okay, this year, okay. I'm now 39. This year I will turn next month I will turn 40 already. So I always tell myself, if I were to pass away at the same age as my father, 69 years old, I only left 29 years on this earth. Long or short, I only left 29 years. I don't have a lot of time to be upset. I don't have a lot of time to think. I want to subscribe to the motto of Nike, just do it. I don't care right or wrong. I also don't know who know your decision is right or your decision is wrong. Today I want to buy this gadget. I will buy this gadget. Today I want to watch Netflix. I will watch Netflix. Today I feel like baking tart. I will bake tart. You understand what I mean? But there's one thing that's very constant about me. This one Link can justify one. If I want to do something, I make sure I'm there. I pour my heart and soul to do that something, because I don't want to do things half-heartedly one. Because no time to do things half-heartedly. Do one thing, make the best out of it, pour everything onto that. That's good enough. You have to be recognized for who you are. I'm already 40 years old. At least I may not be successful to a lot of people, but at least when people talk about Benjamin Tan, they know, oh, Benjamin Tan is like that, or he's doing this. It cannot be, what are you doing? How do you ever spend 40 years of your life? You know what I'm saying? So I'm very focused to do one thing at a time. When I was in Navy, I focused being a soldier. When I was in my first 1 or 2 jobs, I just focused go to work at my job. When I was doing property, I focused do property. And back then when I was selling HDB, I focused to sell HDB. Now I focus to sell project, I focus to sell project. So everything I will only do 1 or 2 things at any given moment. And I always remind myself, wow, no time already. Don't waste. Don't keep on waste your time, watch TV and do all this. What you want to do, quickly go and do. Also, don't bury yourself with work. You know, I share with everyone, the first few years in my life, I don't go overseas. I rarely travel. Really, I'm very hard on myself. I'm a super workaholic, and my life is 100% work and 0 leisure. The last 3-4 years of my life, I play a lot, because I think I don't want to die as a workaholic. I don't want to die every day, wake up, property. I don't want. So those of you who knows me, the last 2-3 years, I play a lot. But when I play a lot, did my sales drop? Did my income drop? Did my team become smaller? Actually, no leh. I realized when I'm very happy, when I play a lot, when I live life, love life, and I cannot even believe I bake egg tart for my friends to eat. Last time I would do all these kind of things one. And when I do all these kind of things, when I play, and I have this competitive drive to want to win together with my teammates, miracles happen. Everything go up. Nothing come down. Income go up, team go up, career go up, everything go up. So I think that enjoy life as it is. Life is very short. You know, end of the day, one fine day, you know, we all have to return our IC one. Don't be like Ken like that. Wow, I look at him very happy, cheerful. I like his character lah. Why? Doesn't mean you have to be highly successful to live life. Actually, you can live life and be highly successful at the same time. Yep. That's all for what I want to say.
I think that's good. That's good. You're sharing very different. If you all watch all my 11 series, then very different. But I want to conclude. Then sharing still got touch consumer. You all must rewind a bit. He got touch the consumer one. Then you got people many. My client watching. Then you got talk about Instagram. Oh, have the certain portion have. So, okay, thank you, Ben. Hey, Ben, you don't go first. I pull you to backstage. Everybody say thank you to Ben, please. Say thank you.
Bye.
Ben, you bell to give me 2 more minutes. I conclude everything. You don't leave first. Go to backstage. Okay, thank you, Ben. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, give me 1 minute. I conclude everything. Hey, Ben was so good. If you all realize he used his personal experience to talk about how he does his work, then why he's doing all this. He also touched on project also lah. So this session help consumer and also help agent. Can? So last thing, last shout out. Friday, not tomorrow. Me and Yan Xing we got one session on legal one. That one is on this one. This one, guys. Live with Yan Xing. This one will touch on the new policy, ABSD remission. It's not tomorrow anymore. Shift to Friday, because tomorrow I got some family commitment. I told Yan Xing already. We're shooting on Friday. I'll put it on my Facebook. Then more exciting is this one. Wait, more exciting is this one. Even more exciting. Yan Xing one is very good session. She prepared a lot of information to share. This one. Wow. First time in my life, I invite MP to interview but he's my MP for Sengkang. So it's so nice, so humble. Next Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Can ask him anything. Exact words, can ask him anything. But most importantly, I'll be discussing with COVID-19, circuit breaker, general market stuff. Not very deep stuff, but general market stuff. Stuff that concern you and me. Because he's so humble, I approach him, he straight away say okay already. Hey, lie. Hey, put a picture of me wearing a mask, so people can remind to wear mask during circuit breaker. So humble. Please come and support him. And support me also lah. So lastly, my next session, Friday with Yan Xing. Weekend, 2 more sessions with Ling Gong. Next Wednesday with Mr. Teo Ser Luck. I hope to see you guys. Thank you guys. Good night. See you. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.